Hi, my name's Matthew Carter, and for my theme of this project, I chose the force of emotion, the lack and thereof. So, just some background information about the role of emotion. It creates a connection with the audience, it strengthens the message, and not only is art supposed to, well, not necessarily even supposed to, but the emotion put into art, it's not only supposed to be for display, it's also supposed to project an emotion onto the audience itself. So for the main focal point of this project would be the Hope Athena. It's representing the Athenian goddess in mythology, Athena. And she's wearing Medusa's head and a snakeskin collar with her. She has her helmet on and her drapes. Her clothes are like really nicely draped, very, very, I want to say like purposely placed. Like it looks very neat and clean. And her face is not necessarily showing any emotion. She's just standing in power. So her face doesn't necessarily need to show emotion. And this sense of neutrality sort of just portrays emotion onto the audience itself. Like it'll depend on how your standpoint on Athena is. If you're with her, then you should feel protected and comforted. But if you're against her, then you should pee in your pants and like be scared right now, because she's not here to play games. That's what it's telling me right now. For the next one, I chose the Reliquary of Saint Foy, because it's kind of the same thing with the facial features. It's not much emotion. It's a sense of neutrality. That's what it shows, and it just depends on where your standpoint is with Saint Foy. For some background information, it actually has the physical remains of the saint inside of the relic, which I find disgusting and gross, but back in the day, it would just add to the credibility of its holiness. The people believe this to be miraculous, like you would pray to it and get your prayers answered by it. And not only does it have the ability to be miraculous, but it can also be punishing. So it really depends. This one portrays the emotion just like the Hope Athena. It portrays the emotion of wherever you stand within Saint Foy's point of view. She's not here to play games either. She's here to either grant your wish or judge you. And I say that because she also held the power to punish, along with the power to heal. For the next one, I chose the Old Market Woman, and this one, unlike the Hope Athena and the Saint Foy, there is actually a lot of emotion into this one piece. It's Greek Hellenistic art, so it's already meant to be very dramatic, but the face itself, its mouth is open, which means I feel like that means it's tired, because no one's really a mouth breather like that. If you usually breathe through your mouth when you're tired, and when you're calm and collective, you're breathing through your nose. And also, to add on to this point, her clothes are draped. Like, they're not very neat. They're kind of saggy, which signifies she's either very tired, coming from a long journey, or it's like hot and she doesn't feel like fixing it because she's so tired. Just background information, they say that this statue is meant to be selling fruit or offering it to Dionysus. So I feel like she's either tired of selling fruit, nobody buying it, but she's still like focused on doing it, or she's offering it to Dionysus and she had to come on a long way and she's finally there and she's like giving the fruit to Dionysus. For my last piece, I chose the Nike of Samothrace, It's also Greek Hellenistic art, so it's meant to be very dramatic. And for this one, I really like how the drapes are stuck onto the skin of the statue. It lets us know where the weather's coming from. It's very dramatic. It's showing fierceness, and it like adds on to the strength of this figure. I believe it was supposed to be Athena also. But with this, it's standing fierce against the wind. It has wings. It used to have a head and arms, but even without that, you still feel the full force of the emotion. Well, yeah, you still feel the full force of the emotion coming from it. It's portraying like the Hope Athena and the Saint Foy. It depends on your standpoint. Like if this is in your city, you're going to feel protected. If you see this at night when it's raining and thundering, you see that and you feel protected. But if you're like some foreigner coming to the land and you see that, you're gonna like look at that and be like, yeah, no, I don't want to mess with that. That's creepy. That's scary. It's showing its power. It's fearful in how it's standing and against the wind and the weather and everything in it. It's just showing powerful emotion. Like, that's the emotion, power. And that was my last one. So thank you for your time. This is my dog, Fifi. She was asleep. She's still asleep next to me. Yeah, thank you.